U.S.-China trade war enters new phase with rare earth and tech focus. The U.S. has suspended exports of engines and chip design software to China, impacting the C-99 aircraft and semiconductor industries. In response, China restricts rare earth exports, affecting U.S. defense and automotive sectors. Negotiations resumed on June 9, 2025 in London, but tensions persist as both sides push for control over critical supply chains. Experts predict this could reshape global trade for years to come. Let's learn some English. The word suspend means to temporarily stop something. For example, the company decided to suspend the project due to budget issues. Try using it in a sentence of your own. Global supply chains face disruption amid U.S.-China tensions. Automakers like General Motors and Toyota warn of production halts due to rare earth shortages. The EU is investing over €3 million in recycling rare earths to boost self-sufficiency. Meanwhile, the U.S. seeks allies like Australia and Japan for supplies, but short-term reliance on China remains a significant challenge. Industry leaders are calling for diversified supply chains to avoid future crises. Let's learn some English. The word disruption means a break or interruption in a process. For example, the storm caused a disruption in the power supply. Can you think of another situation where this word might apply? U.S.-China trade talks extend to June 10th in London amid optimism. U.S. and Chinese officials continue trade negotiations in London today, June 10th, 2025, aiming to resolve disputes over rare earths and tariffs. President Trump expressed optimism, citing potential tech export relaxations and a possible tariff reduction framework. The talks, held at Lancaster House, seek to avoid a global supply chain crisis, with both sides under pressure to reach a deal before the week ends. Let's learn some English. The word optimism means a feeling of hopefulness about the future. For example, her optimism inspired the team to keep working hard. How does optimism help in difficult situations? Apple unveils major AI updates at WWDC 2025 in Cupertino. Apple kicked off its Worldwide Developers Conference, WWDC 2025 in Cupertino today, June 10th, introducing significant AI enhancements for iOS and macOS. CEO Tim Cook highlighted new interface designs, AI-powered assistants, and improved privacy features to compete with rivals like Google. Developers are excited, with thousands attending the keynote at the Steve Jobs Theater, expecting these updates to redefine mobile technology. Let's learn some English. The word enhancement means an improvement or addition to something. For example, the new software brings enhancement to the user experience. What enhancements would you like to see in your favorite app? European Green Deal advances with new renewable energy targets. The European Union announced updated targets for the Green Deal today, June 10th, 2025, aiming to increase renewable energy to 50% of its total consumption by 2030. New investments in wind and solar projects across Germany and Spain, along with stricter emissions regulations, are key components. Environmental groups celebrate the move, but some industries worry about the transition costs. Let's learn some English. The word renewable means a resource that can be replenished naturally. For example, solar energy is a renewable source of power. Can you name another renewable energy source? New vaccine offers hope against emerging diseases. Scientists unveiled a new vaccine on June 10, 2025, targeting emerging diseases like X disease, a recent global health concern. Clinical trials in the US and India show a 90% effectiveness rate, with mass production expected to begin next month. Health officials urge global cooperation to distribute it, especially to vulnerable regions in Africa and Southeast Asia. Let's learn some English. The word vulnerable means being at risk or easily harmed. For example, elderly people are often vulnerable to colds. How can we protect vulnerable groups? That's all for today's Easy English Hub News Report. We hope you've learned about Vietnam's tax reforms and picked up some useful English phrases. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us next time for more news and language tips.